Good morning, students. Hope that all of you are safe at home. Welcome back to Learning Social Science. Hope that you have started your preparations to attend periodic assessment. Let me remind you that the chapter which will be included as part of the assessment or the questions will be coming from the lesson, the Mughal Empire from history and our changing earth from geography, and the test will be conducted on 8th November 2020. Now, today we will try to learn the second part of the lesson, how the state government works, and hope that you all remember you had studied the first part of this lesson in the previous class. First, let me summarize the important things which we had learned in the previous class. A political party whose MLAs have won more than half of the total number of constituencies is said to be in a majority. Members of the Legislative Assembly are elected by the people. You had also learned about role of opposition in democracies, role of the governor in state administration, and dual role of MLAs, etc. You got an idea about how state assembly election was held in the state of Himachal Pradesh in 2017 and the subsequent developments which led to the formation of a government in the state. The chief minister and other ministers have the responsibility of running various government departments. What do we mean by a legislative assembly? Yes, a legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs meet to discuss various things. Some MLAs have dual responsibilities, one as an MLA and the other as a minister. You see Narayan Gowde, an MLA of K.R.Pete constituency of Mandya district of Karnataka on the screen now. You can also see the Chief Minister of Karnataka, B.S. Yediyurappa, on the screen. And below Narayan Gowde, you see Anil Deshmukh. He is an MLA of the Katwal constituency of Nagpur district of Maharashtra. You see Uday Thackeray, an MLC, and also he is the Chief Minister of the state of Maharashtra. Hope that these things are clear to you. In some states of India, we have bicameral legislature. In such states, there are legislative assemblies and legislative councils. Uday Thackeray is an MLC. That means he is member of legislative council. He is not directly elected by people. He is not member of legislative assembly, but he is an MLC, member of legislative council. Hope that you understood the difference between MLA and MLC now. How can we expand MLAs? The expansion of MLAs is members of legislative assembly. They can express their opinions and ask questions related to issues such as appointment of doctors and medical staff in government hospitals, shortage of water, and give suggestions related to the topic which are discussed in legislative assemblies. The chief minister and the ministers have to take decisions and run the government. Decisions taken by Council of Ministers have to be approved by the members of the Legislative Assembly. MLAs are together responsible for the work of the government. In common usage, the word government refers to government departments and various ministers who head them. The overall head of the executive is the chief minister. Executive part of the state government includes the governor, the chief minister, and the council of ministers. All the MLAs who gather together in the legislative assembly are called the legislature. Whom do you see on the top left corner now? It's Rajendra Surya Prasad Trivedi, the Speaker of the State Legislative Assembly of the Indian state of Gujarat. Let us try to understand about the presiding officer of the Legislative Assembly and the term of the Legislative Assembly and some other things. Members who are elected to the Legislative Assembly, now you have already understood they are MLAs. They choose a speaker and a deputy speaker from amongst the members. The speaker presides over the house and conducts his proceedings. Regarding the term of the Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly, we can say that Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly has a term of 5 years, which can, however, be cut short by the governor. On the other hand, governor can also extend a Legislative Assembly's term during a state of emergency. In the history of independent India, a state of emergency was imposed on us in 1975. Regarding the sessions of Legislative Assembly, what we can say is Vidhan Sabha meets at least twice a year. The interval between two sessions cannot be or should not be more than 6 months. Now let us try to learn a little more things about working of the government. In a democracy, there are various ways through which people express their views. By supporting or opposing the policies of the government, people may write articles in newspapers, or they may express their views by appearing in visual media. Nowadays, people are making use of social media also to express their views. When people express their views, it is one of the ways in which they get involved in the governing process. Press conferences are organized by the Chief Minister after he discusses things with the Council of Ministers. He explains what the government is planning to do in front of the media persons. Media persons will be reporting the press conference and people will come to know what the government is going to do. During this press conference, reporters get an opportunity to ask questions. These discussions are reported by different newspapers and visual media. And next we will be discussing about a press conference of Chief Minister. You can see the photo of a press conference held by the Chief Minister of Punjab on the screen now. And here is the description of a report telecasted by NDTV related to the press conference. From today's class, you understood about the duties and responsibilities of MLAs. You also understood about the presiding officer, term and sessions of a legislative assembly. You understood how discussions are held in a legislative assembly, and in addition to these things, you also understood about the executive part of the government. And now I hope that you all will be able to answer if I ask you the question, how are decisions taken and implemented in a democratic system of governance? And now after this I will be giving you an assignment. Here is an assignment for you. Please try to find out answers of these questions. Write a brief note on press conferences of Indian Chief Ministers. How are decisions taken and implemented by state governments in India? Kindly watch the additional video which we are sharing along with this video. With this session has come to an end. That's all for the time being. Thank you for being with me. Take care. Stay safe.